Keeping in mind that I'm not a certified nutritionist, if you forget to wash the pepper, it will probably be fine. We're nuking it in the oven or slow cooker for a long time at high heat. Grab the pepper and cut off the top and bottom. How far it is in from the top and bottom is personal preference. You should now have a pepper tube with a seed cluster inside. Rip that cluster out with your bare hands and the strength of a god. Next, dice up the top and bottom. After this, put the onion on its side and cut it into rings. How wide is, once again, personal preference. Ben likes little pieces, I like bigger ones. Last step, lay a few rings flat on the board, on top of each other. Make one cut. Now, you can squish them together into long lines. Cut those lines into the sizes needed. Repeat for the remaining rings.
Rawr.
One way to cut a pepper, and I've come to prefer this one, is to cut the top of the pepper off, keeping the stem on. Now, you should see the seed pods inside. Reach in and pull that out. If you're concerned about seeds for any reason, there are several ways to clean them out, which we can discuss later. Now, cut off the bottom of the pepper and go back to the top. Rip out the stem and then dice up the top as shown here, then the bottom. The rest of the pepper, cut it in half so you're left with 2 half pipes, then lay one side flat, the inside facing up, and then make the slices down the pepper, basically cutting it into sticks. Bundle the sticks together and then chop, but mind your fingers. As you can see, I like small diced peppers, but you can use this method for bigger pieces if you want.
Rawr?
If you cut below the stem line, the stem will remain attached to the top. You can then rip off the stem without needing to use a knife. It will always come off clean.
As mentioned previously, you may want to get rid of the excess seeds. Usually you can simply rip out the core, but some people prefer to use a knife to cut it out instead. Once done, turn it over, and most of the loose seeds can simply be baffed out by tapping the bottom. Alternatively, you can use a cold water rinse to rinse out the remaining seeds.
And with that, you now know how to cut a pepper.
Thanks for joining us on Cooking with Rawr.
And remember, together, let's face that fridge.